You see the turtles?
Monitor lizard is cute. He doesn't like you and have his picture taken. No, please. Please. His buddy out there doesn't care, but this guy really is not.
Let me out. Right here. Well, I guess if that's why they're known as a king poop.
Half of what we want to see.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I knew it might be.
Is this just an action code?
It's put on a child. Reptiles are pretend you
The whole troop of them going down there.
They're running. Oh, they took out Look at the young ones, how different their color is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite gotten all the growing in it. Yeah. Never seen this many.
I've never seen them do what they just did. It's, yeah, it's sunny, but it's not like overly hot. It's cool weather. Yeah.
Why do I have so many fans? Oh, it's coming closer. Why is one donkey lighter than Why does it actually kind of look cute on its mouth? Why does it? Why does it look cute on its mouth? Okay, but I have the best view. I don't know. I wonder why it's making that noise.
Okay. How many are there? Can you count? Count them for me. How many are?
I didn't know they like lettuce.
Just turn it to the back. Okay, just not to have something he can grab.
Excuse me. You see a whole diet?
African.
Trying to look at your picture.
You know what? Yep. You got it.
You don't want to feed him?
I did. I did it first.
Can you say hi, kitty?
Beautiful kitty, isn't he? He's so pretty. Look at those big feet. I've seen two dolphins that like that. Two of them over there.
Aww.
There you go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Oh, okay. Oh, now he's getting mad. Uh-oh, you don't like us being here then. Okay. Okay. Whoa. He says, I am. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, look at he stops like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the little one's coming over and wants to get in on the show. Oh, look at, there it goes. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Wow, what a face, huh? He's staying on the thing. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Hey, come on up here. Hey. Come on. They got enough room here, huh? That's nice. Very nice.
That was entertaining.
Oh. Some people downstairs. Mandrill. Really cool, isn't it?
Seems a little agitated.
Oh,
I don't know, he's a little agitated.
with her though, don't you?
She kept on talking to
She was
him.
kind of egging him on, like, yeah, you can do it, you can do it. I'm like, I think he was pissed at her. I was like, that's nice. He's actually really cool.
Isn't that the one that introduced Simba to the world? The circle of love.
Exactly, it's Rafiki.
It is Rafiki.
We can see them downstairs. And Rafiki. Yeah, those are lots of monkeys. Oh, there's one taking a nap. He's sunning down there, laying on his back and getting
Oh my gosh. That monkey just does not, he does not look right. Chilling on that rock.
Oh, yours are good. Thank you. All right, clear. You have to ask me.
Visually clear?
Yes. Clear. See you later. See ya. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Rob, your tour guide for the next 35 minutes. Welcome to the world famous San Diego Zoo. All right, so glad you're on my bus. I'm also glad that you showed up today. When you walked through our front gates, you became part of our zoo. This is your zoo too, and basically just being here, you're helping us feed our animals. We are a non-profit organization, so you just being here is making a difference. You're also helping us with our research all around the world. We have little branches of San Diego Zoo. These are in places we call conservation hubs. A conservation hub is basically a place in most need of our conservation efforts, like the Australian forest, African savanna, Asian rainforest, the Arctic, the Amazon, the oceans, and of course the region that we are in, the southwestern region, which is home to more endangered species. Our slogan, a world where all life thrives, that means you, me, birds, bees, butterflies, elephants, all creatures big and small, all equal on this planet. So relax and take a nice deep breath of that sweet San Diego air as we descend into the lost forest. Oxygen provided to you by over 700,000 plants. You're in one of the largest botanical gardens in the country. You can rest easy, your lives are in good hands. Because I am an ex-high school ceramics teacher. And lucky for you guys, I drive a bus just as good as I can make art. But I do have some bad news. We're not going to make any art on my bus tour. The good news is we're going to see 70% of the zoo in about 35 minutes. First and foremost, I got to keep my class safe. Keep your heads, tails, paws, wings, and hooves inside the bus. Don't touch any plants. They will touch you back. And don't drop anything. I cannot stop to retain anything that you drop. The best I can do is call lost and found for you. Also, stay clear of the rear stairwell. You pretty much have to stay by your seat the whole tour. But I don't mind if you stand up on my bus. If you do stand, keep your feet off the seat. Don't stand on the seat. Keep your paws on that silver handrail. It's right in front of you. Here we are, our first habitat, Malayan tigers. We're on the left side of the map. Now, I'm looking for one of the boys here. I think he's on the upper habitat, far side area, more towards the front of our bus. We're not getting the best look at him right now, but I'd like to point out one of the goals of our lesson today is we're going to build our zoo strategy. So if you don't see something on my tour, I want you to know what you're going to want to do as soon as you get off this bus. So my other goal is I'm going to build a map in your mind. I'm going to make you a pro at navigating this zoo, so you don't even need the map. Alright, so let's talk about the map. We are on the left side of the map. The zoo is shaped like a giant bowl. We're going around the outer rim of the bowl that is the zoo. We're going to do an exterior loop clockwise all the way around the zoo, then a little interior loop through our little grand finale through Bear Canyon and Africa Rocks. I'm not getting the best eye on one of the boys here, but I want you to know we have 3 male tigers in this habitat, and they are Malayan tigers, a very rare tiger. So this is definitely something you need to come back to if you haven't been here yet. That's Tiger Trail on the right. The boys, Connor, Cinta, and Barani were all born here in that Fresno Zoo. And I gotta get moving. I gotta show you a lot more animals. So, moving on, let's talk about other goals for our little lesson plan today. I want to teach you why this is a world famous zoo. There's lots of reasons. I'll give you as many as I can. I'm also going to give you all the pro tips I can. So I want to make sure you have the best day ever. Do you know who's having the best day ever? Our lady hippos. There they are. Amashli and Funani in their brand new renovated habitat. They used to live here and they just got back in this pool. If you come here a lot, you know it was closed for a really long time. There's Amashli, the baby, and her mom. They're about the same size already. Now, the reason why it was closed for, gosh, I think it's almost 2 years, is it turns out there's only 2 companies that make water filters strong enough to filter out hippo poop. I'm not kidding. But look at that glorious water. Looks good enough for a swim if there wasn't 2 giant hippos in it. And look above it, speaking of glorious, look at that okapi. One of the coolest animals ever. Looks like a horse, a giraffe, and a zebra all mixed together. Okapi right above the hippo pool in the tree line there, grazing. Now obviously that's Hippo Trail. We're now on the far left side of the map, going to the top left. Other things we're going to look for today on the tour, animal enrichment, which is anything that stimulates our animal's mind or simulates their natural environment. We do it quite well here. That's one reason we're a world famous zoo. We are so good at animal enrichment, we train other zoos on how to better their animal enrichment practices. one of those is mixing animals in a habitat that could live together in the wild, like on the right. They get little puzzle feeders. That's animal enrichment also. The puzzle box they get, when they finish it, a tree pops out in the middle. Very motivating. It'd be like if I gave you a Rubik's Cube with a California burrito inside. That'd be awesome, right? And that's animal enrichment right there. Let's look left for greater flamingo. They are lighter in pink than the American flamingo you saw at the Bronx Zoo. Greater flamingo are from Africa and surrounding regions, and that's why they're not that bright pink. Think about it. You would want to blend in a little bit better in Africa, right? Lots of predators. So they're lighter pink. And here's a little tip on all of our birds here. If you look on their leg, if they have a band on the left leg, that's a ladybird. Band on the right leg, that's a dude. That's how we know who's who. And I don't know any of their names yet, but I'm working on it. I actually have a goal here of trying to learn every animal's name. I'm getting there, trust me. I know a lot of animals here. And that brings me to some great news. I got to name a zoo animal, and they let me name a naked mole rat. I named it Guacamole. It's a true story. Okay, go find him today. He's the biggest naked mole rat in the habitat at the front of the zoo. He's in the kids area, Wildlife Explorers Base Camp. I'll be naming bigger animals when you come back next time. Speaking of which, look up to the right. Oh, there he goes. Is that our Andean condor or is that the Harpy's eagle? You guys have a better view than me. Either way, Andean condor is up there, wingspan as wide as his bust, and then the Harpy's eagle, gotta be the coolest bird on the planet.
Yeah.
The male Harpy's eagle is a little higher up on the branch. His lady eagle is a little bit lower. That's Eagle Trail, we're top left of the map. And here's my first pro tip. Ride the kangaroo buses on the left. That's Kangastop 2. Who's rode a kangaroo bus before? Any of you guys? Oh, good job. You get extra credit. I want everybody on this bus to ride a kangaroo bus sometime today. Here's why. It's part of your mission. And they take you around the zoo. It doesn't take you to kangaroos. You are the kangaroo. You hop on, you hop off. And if you want to see all 96 acres of this zoo, that's pretty big, right? That's bigger than Disneyland. I don't know if you know that. You gotta ride the kangaroo buses. And I'll be driving them later so we can hang out more. I'm gonna show you where all 4 kangaroo bus stops are. If the bus looks just like this, it doesn't matter what color it is. You wanna look for the sign in the front of the bus that says kangaroo bus, the black and yellow sign. Alright, going to the top of the map, let's talk about species survival plan. A big reason why we're World Famous Zoo. It is a dating service for the rarest animals on Earth. It's like Tinder for endangered animals. And here's how it works. It's a genetic matching system that's global. All the zoos are part of it. All the rescues and sanctuaries also part of it. The goal is so these rare animals can find their soulmates and that they can have the strongest babies possible so that hopefully one day when the time is right for that particular species, we can release them into the wild and they will thrive. For some of these animals, we don't know when that day will come, but we want to be ready. We're like an emergency backup for the rarest animals on Earth. On the right, notice large zebra species on the planet, Grevy zebra, and then on the back of the habitat, that is the mighty eland, largest antelope species. They get up to 2,000 pounds. Now, you're not getting the best look at the eland, but later today, our Mr. and Mrs. Eland will be over here by that Grevy zebra having some snacks on the boulder. So you might get a good up-close look at the eland. Then, next habitat, we got Speaks gazelle, the little guys with a black snooch. And they're in there with Russet kudu. And there is one of the most popular guys in the zoo right there. You see him? That's 007. He's that big male lesser kudu with all the ladies around him. but ladies love 007. And he's got 3 babies over there. Now, you want to know about all the baby animals born at the zoo? It's easy. Just stay in touch with us. Pick your flavor, website, podcast, Instagram, email. Lots of ways to know about all the zoo news. Coming up left, we're looking for polar bears. Did you know all 3 of our bears were rescues? They're orphaned little baby polar bears wandering the Yukon of Canada and Alaska's wilderness, all alone, no mamas. So they've been here since they were cubs. Another reason we're a world famous zoo, we're kind of like a giant rescue. Some of those monkeys you saw earlier were rescued in illegal animal trade operations. But our polar bears, Kalu, Taki, and Chinook, all been here since they were babies. And if you don't see them now, I'm going to go to the top of the hill. I might get you a better look from over there. And coming up on the right, awesome antelope from Africa. They are brown and white. On the right, the Bantaba. One person saved this entire species. A farmer in Africa saved the last herd of 17 in 1930, and now there's over 3,500 Bantaba. Our Bantaba are kind of hiding in the back right there in that little dwelling that they have. Let's look left for polar bears while we look right for the Garana. Garana, really cool animal. Looks like a gazelle, an antelope, and a giraffe. Garana right there. He can stand up on his hind legs like a person to reach those higher up branches. That could be an animal you've never seen before. So homework for today, I want you guys, find an animal you've never seen before. Look below you, there's one of our bears. Oh, that's the mighty Kaluk. Look at that handsome gentleman. He's doing animal enrichment. He's eating a bone down there. So animal enrichment for some animals like polar bears is foraging for their food, looking for their food. Our care specialists will hide food all over the habitat so that they can look for it instead of having it all put right in front of them. That's no fun, right? Then on the right, Chicoan peccary. That is a fan favorite. That's not a pig, it's not a hog, it's a peccary. From South America, Chicoan peccaries. Could be another animal you've never even seen before. Now we're on the top of the map, and here's how you know you came on a good day. Skyfari, nobody in line. You guys, I hope you figured out by now this is part of your admission. I hope you have. If not, ride it all you want. You still got plenty of time. It'll take you all the way back to the front of the zoo, and you get off of Skyfari at the front by my friend Ratu, and she is a beautiful lady Komodo dragon, and she has a new boyfriend. Last year we got Carnage from Canada, a male Komodo dragon. They are a match for that species survival plan I was telling you about. So follow that love saga between Ratu and Carnage. You'll be hearing about some new babies someday coming up here. And 2 more rescues on the left. We got Sierra and Tahoe, our mountain lions. They were found as cubs wandering the mountains of Idaho all alone. And they're right out there getting some sun. Now, one of the reasons we're a world famous zoo is you're going to see animal combinations here that you would never find anywhere else. Mountain lions are solitary creatures, but we have 2 in one habitat because they grew up together. Later on today, I hope to show you our grizzly bear brothers. We have 2 male grizzlies living together happily. That's almost impossible. And earlier we tried to see the tigers. The fact that we have 3 male tigers, these are combinations of animals you're not going to find anywhere else. I don't know if you've seen our gorillas today. Did you know we have 3 silverback gorillas? They were all brothers. They all grew up together. So having these animals in the numbers we have them is almost impossible to do for most zoos. And here's Kangaroo Bus Stop 3 on the left. Great kangaroo bus stop because it gets you to the high ground, gets you to the other side of the zoo. And you're walking downhill no matter where you go from here. So that is part of your zoo strategy. You want to see all 96 acres? I hope you're walking downhill as much as you can today. And I'll give you more tips on this later. But now we're going to go into Elephant Odyssey. We got a pretty sweet tar pit simulation on the right. And it features our state fossil. Other side of this wall, we have a simulated tar pit from the Ice Age. And let's do some trivia to spice it up. How about 1,000,000 points? What's the state fossil of California?
Mammoth.
Is it saber-tooth, woolly mammoth, or Jack Nicholson?
Woolly.
That's a test. I just want to see if anyone's listening. Okay, those are good guesses. I'll give you points for any of them. Okay, our state fossil is saber-tooth, but we found an entire mammoth skeleton in the middle of downtown San Diego 13 years ago. We are chock full of Ice Age fossils. On the left, rock hyrax. Adorable creature. Closest living relative. Let's do more trivia. What do you think it is? Closest living relative. I'll give you 10 billion for this. The elephant, the marmot, or the raccoon?
Raccoon.
That was a trick question. It's the elephant. They grow little itty bitty tusks. I'm not kidding. Closest living relative, elephant. After that, manatee. Crazy, huh? Look right, we're looking for Ernest and his sister Miss Ellen, our lions. Now I want you to also realize we are a world famous zoo because we have so much habitat space. Oh, there's Miss Ellen right there. But if you don't see an animal, you gotta realize there's alternate spaces they can go to take breaks. Alright, I'm gonna move over so my friend can pass me in the shuttle. Miss Ellen, our lioness, is laying there right on the right. Keep those paws in. I get passed a lot here. I'm the slowest driver they have. But that's good for us. Oh, okay, what is it? Did anybody drop a little black Nike shoe off of a baby? Yes? Okay, throw it to me. Hannah got it. Hannah's your new favorite person. I have your little baby Nike. Thanks, Hannah. See, we got a good team here. Alright, you get your shoe back after the tour. It's right here on my engine block, so upstairs when you guys come down, you can get it at the end of the tour. You know who's moving up real quick? Moosey. That's our bull male African elephant. He came to us from Safari Park, huh, Moosey? Now you're in charge of the herd. So proud of you, buddy. Who's the goodest boy, huh, Moosey? He's like, look at this. He's showing off for you guys. Now he's 20 years old. That's about a fully grown bull male African elephant. They can get up to 20,000 pounds. We also have the boys who Moosey is here to set a good example for. We got Nepo and Sunzu somewhere around here. They're only 12 and 13. They're only 8 to 9,000 pounds. The Moosey is a gorgeous guy. He was at Safari Park with our herd of elephants. Who has been to Safari Park? Anybody? Oh, good job, you guys. Extra credit from Moosey. And Moosey has a pro tip. He wants you to know that you can go to Safari Park tomorrow and you can take whatever you spent on admission today and apply it to a year pass. Oh, who is this? That's our queen. Queen of the zoo, Shaba. Our sweet little Shaba. Hello, gorgeous. How's a pretty lady? Hey, Shaba. Good to see you, beautiful. I brought you 100 new fans, Shaba. Shaba is our smartest, most marvelous elephant ever. And she's in her mid-40s. That's kind of getting old for an elephant. In the wild, elephants can live to be 70, but that's very rare. And notice, great example right here, Shaba. Ears on an African elephant look like the shape of Africa. Ears on an Asian elephant look like the shape of Asia. And I can't show you an Asian elephant right now, but now you're never gonna forget how to tell the difference. Plus, female African elephants like Shaba have longer tusks. Asian elephant females have itty bitty tusks. You almost can't see them. Thank you for illustrating that for us, Shaba. We love you. Bye, Shaba. Coming up next, we're going to be looking for California condor, an early story that made us a world-famous zoo. In 1982, there were only 22 California condor left on the planet. We got the last fertilized egg on Earth. Right here, we hatched it. In 83, out of the egg popped a guy named Sisquat. Sisquat is a legend now because he went on to help produce 17 babies. I know, it's crazy, right? 17 babies. And he's still single. So, maybe that's the problem. He has 17 kids. But think of this. We still have Sisquat. And you can meet him tomorrow. He's 41 years old. He's at Safari Park. And that's one of his great-grandkids right there. And we have now released over 250 California condors into Big Sur, Baja California, and Grand Canyon. And the total wild population is over 500. And don't forget, you're part of that. You're helping us breed, hatch, and feed those condors and release them. We partner with National Forest Service to release those California condors all over California, Arizona, and Mexico. And here is Kangaroo Bus Stop 4, bottom right corner of the map. That's a great kangaroo bus stop because it gets you to Elephant Odyssey on the right and Africa Rock straight ahead, which we are now going into. This part of Africa Rocks is called the Kopi. The Kopi is like the island of boulders that rises up out of the sea of savanna grass. Sounds familiar, right? It's like Pride Rock and Lion King. And look for the animal enrichment item, termite feeder, right there. That's a feeding device. We can feed our animals out of a natural formation. Sherbet beats putting food into a bowl, right? And coming up next, let's go see if our trumpeter hornbills are home. Perfect example of soulmates at the zoo. We got Mama, Papa, and the babies. Another match made in heaven here. Oh, look at this. Get out your cameras. And listen to these trumpeter hornbills. They can mimic people laughing. They can do babies crying. Cool, huh? And here's a fun fact. I used to teach at this school to our left. I've come a long way. I've come about 10 feet to the other side of the fence. And I love that that hornbill laughs at all my jokes. Alright, come up left. We're growing bananas. We're growing dragon fruit. It's like a giant grocery store for us. We grow a lot of our food here. Homework, conservation homework. I want everyone on this bus to plant 10 seeds, 10 trees. That's 1,000 new trees. We grow so much eucalyptus here that we ship a lot of it off to other zoos for their koalas. And plant people, you already know, we are also a world famous zoo for our plant collection. And this trail to the right does not disappoint. We got some of the rarest plants on Earth on this trail from Madagascar and Africa. And coming up on the right, we're going to pass the largest breeding population of koala outside of Australia. Great example why we exist. So we have been taking koalas that were born to these lady koalas right here on the right. Here's all of our ladies. And their kids are growing up in Australia. And this is a huge success. These San Diego koalas are now breeding with the wild koalas, strengthening those populations because Australia needed our help. They lost 65% of their wild koalas from the wildfires a few years ago. And you can see videos on this whole story on our website. And look right, there's Kangaroo Bus Stop 1 right there. That is Urban Jungle. That's a 2-minute walk from where I let you off at the end of the tour. So if you're just dying to jump on another bus, go get on a kangaroo bus. And we just finished a full loop around the zoo, but we're not done with our quality time yet. We still have 8 more minutes with you guys. And let's do Bear Canyon, my favorite part. And let's do more trivia. 199 billion. What is the rarest bear of the following 3 bears? The rarest. Is it the sloth bear, the grizzly bear, or the Andean bear?
Andean.
Out of those 3, this is a tricky one. Okay, it's the Andean bear. And we'll see that in a moment, hopefully. I'm looking for sloth bear right now, but I don't see our sloth bear out.
Or no, that's a parallel.
We got a happy couple somewhere back there, Kartik and Shala. They might be in their little love den. And they have both these habitats plus a back off habitat area. Pause cross for baby sloth bear someday. Stay tuned for that one. Well, let's go see if the boys are home. Coming up next, they're rescues. They're brothers. They're from Yellowstone. They're grizzly bears. And their pictures are on my fridge. I'm a huge fan. The boys. Scout in Montana. Now, I mentioned this earlier. Look at these 2. It's hard enough having one male grizzly. We have 2. And look at how well they get along. Brothers. Brother bears. Look at how devastatingly handsome they are. And that's the problem. That's why they have to be rescued. They were so darn good looking in Yellowstone, people could not help but want to feed them, and that's not good. Right, Montana? So mom taught them this bad habit. People reinforced it. They got relocated all over Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. Right, Montana? Right. And then last resort, we wanted to keep them safe, so we gave them a home here. We gladly did so, but we want to avoid that. We want them in the forest. So homework for you guys, easiest conservation homework I'm going to give you, don't feed the bears. And when you're in the forest, you got to follow the rules. Take care of your trash, take care of your food, use a bear box. Vacuum those minivans, parents. They can peel open your car just for a little popcorn. Don't forget that. And remember, all bears are omnivores. They can eat plants, insects, animals, berries, honey. They don't eat burritos, even though they're delicious. Look at Montana. He's like, you're making me hungry, Rob. But look at, Scout has got, I think the end of a bone, more animal enrichment. Bears forage for their food. So the care specialists come in here when they're in their back habitat and they hide food everywhere. Right? More animal enrichment happening where we want them to look for their food, not just get it put right in front of them in a bowl. Next up, let's go see if Andean bears are home. Very rare bear. We don't know if there's 1,000 Andean bear or far, far less. That's because they live in the cloud forest in the Andes Mountains. They're incredibly hard to study. That's 9,000 to 13,000 feet in elevation. They're very shy. They're even shy of their own kind. So they don't reproduce a lot. But all this is me taking a break. She's a proud mama of twins. And the twins recently moved on to their new lives because they're all grown up now. But if you come back later, we might see more out of Alba. And remember, you want to see those sloth bears too. So here's your shortcut down here. This is the most beautiful spot in the zoo, in my opinion. Fern Canyon Trail. You got 90-year-old giant ferns towering above you. Straight up that trail to the left, epic waterfall. Needless to say, Chaseville waterfalls today. Go find your favorite waterfall. That's mine. And the bridge you took into the bus to a queue line is right above us. That's in front of the zoo right there. So find this little shortcut, and then what I want you to do, take Sun Bear Trail to the right. That takes you to my friend Marcella. And she's a sun bear in her 30s. And that's amazing. Living to be in your 30s as a bear is like living to be 115 as a person. And coming up, show me the monkeys. Show me the monkeys. This is my favorite monkey. And not only is my favorite, but they have babies. Francois Langer. Look at that hair. Awesome hair. They're from Vietnam. See if you can spot the babies in there. There's 4 habitats for our Francois Langers. I took a tour of kindergartners this morning over here, and that was their favorite thing all day. Francois Langer. That's a huge monkey too. Look at the size of those guys. Alright, we are on Center Street. We call this Bear Canyon, but it's more aptly named Center Street because it takes you to the epicenter of the zoo, the middle of the bowl. And here's my zoo strategy. When you get down here, which you will, anywhere you go, you're walking uphill, unless you take my next shortcut. It's called the elevators. They're all to the left under the bridge. And here's what you do. You just keep doing loops all day. Let your loop bring you back to the middle. Imagine we're in the middle of a clover pattern. You're going to do 3 or 4 loops like a clover. And every time you get to the middle, you're going to keep taking the elevator up to the bridge. So if you go elevator up, bridge right, you're back by lions and elephants. If you go bridge left, you're by gorillas. And then you can take Tiger Trail downhill where we started. And then behind us is the front of the zoo. So if you do 3 big loops, you're going to be walking downhill almost all day. And that's how you can see all 96 acres without hardly ever walking uphill. Unless you like walking up hills, of course, then it's a great place for you. Alright, let's finish it up with a little teaser of Africa Rocks. On the left, we'll be looking for African penguins. If you didn't know, now you know. There's penguins in places with no ice or snow. Let's do more trivia. 555 million. How many types of penguins live in ice and snow? In 4, 14, or 17. How many types of penguins live in ice and snow? Only 4. So the other 13 live in warm or temperate environments. So we have South African penguins on the left. Straight ahead, that's one of the largest human-made waterfalls in the country. You can walk behind it and see the infamous backside of water. On the left, that little building right there is called the Rock Box. That's where your favorite bus tour guide gets his super nachos. And then on the left again, we got a very special couple coming up. We'll see if we can spot the blue-eyed black lemur. We have one of the only mated pairs of blue-eyed black lemur in the country. Their names are Han and Belushi. If I don't see them for you right now, oh, there they are. Han and Belushi, superstars. This is a dream team right here. That is very rare lemur. You don't know what you're looking at. You're looking at such a special couple. Look at that adorable guy. Our male is the black one. The female is the orange one. They're both called a blue-eyed black lemur. You're looking at one of the rarest lemurs on Earth right there to your left. Okay, grand finale. Get ready. The loneliest plant on the planet. I know it doesn't sound very exciting, but this is pretty cool. It's right in front of us. It's called the woods cycad. Right in front of us is a prehistoric conifer. In 1895, a guy named John Medley Wood scoured the slopes of South Africa looking for rare plants, and he found one. He found a plant everyone thought had gone extinct with the dinosaurs. And he took 4 samples of it and a root section, and he cloned it. And we have one of the clones. And this is one of the only ones on Earth, right here to the left. That is a woods cycad right there on your left. And it's still a baby. Over 100 years old, still a baby. Alright, get your bearings. I gotta bring you back. Here we are, look, we're right by koalas again. We're bottom middle of the map. Remember, down the road to the right, Kangaroo Bus Stop 1, we also have giraffes down there. We have a new bull male giraffe named Chifo. We gotta go look for him. And then we got our Maza back. Maza is our greater one-horned rhino, a very rare Indian rhino, down there to the right. So if you have not been down there, go explore Urban Jungle. And don't forget why you're here today. You're here to have an awesome time, I know that. But you're here to be inspired. These animals are here to inspire you. And you're part of that bigger picture, don't forget that. You're an ally for wildlife. Some of the people on this bus, you might work here someday. Some of the kids on this bus might work here. Some of you might start new careers in wildlife conservation. Trust me, it's never too late to change careers. I'm going to open lower deck first, then upper deck. We're at the unloading dock. You've gone on at the loading dock. You can see it straight ahead. If you left your stroller in stroller parking, take the path to our left, same direction we're going now. That's Front Street. Gets you to the front. If you want to go back down to Bear Canyon, look down below us. It's on the right. And good news, you guys all win the trivia game. You get free general parking. I will also give you free kangaroo bus rides. And you get free skyfire rides. Yay! Thank you guys for being here. Love you. Bye.